Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, William Samoei Ruto issued a statement, and in that statement, he is alleging that there is a plan by Raila Odinga and his brother Uhuru Kenyatta to topple the government. Ruto has even the date. He's quoting August this year. That's when that plan is going to be achieved. Just look at that. This is a sitting president who has full instruments of power. And that's the kind of statement he's bringing to the public. What do you make of this? Let me just first of all quote what he said here. This one was shared on KBC. And in this statement, Kenyans have also responded to William Samoei Ruto. I have picked that response and I'm bringing it to you here because it actually reflects what Kenyans think about William Ruto, and if he's careful or he has intelligence, he should be reading the views from Kenyans. If he thought Kenyans are stupid, there is no one stupid. This is what he said. We are aware of a plan to topple the government by August this year by Raila Odinga and his handshake brother, and we shall no longer entertain them. We shall no longer entertain them. Today I decided that I'm just going to bring the views from Kenyans, what they think about William Ruto and their response to what he's saying. Because I have realized that people now knows William Ruto better than they knew him. And there is no one who is in agreement with William Ruto's statement. They know what he's doing. This is a man who has instruments of power. If you know there is someone who wants to topple the government or destabilize the government, and he's mentioning the people, Ruto knows where Raila is staying. He knows where the handshake brother is referring to is staying. If he has information, why can't he proceed to go and arrest them rather than coming out to give this kind of roadshow declaration? This is sideshows. But again, Ruto is coming with sideshows because he is not stupid. He has a plan. And Kenyans should be aware. Of course, even in the comment section, I see people are already aware. The question is, why is Ruto bringing this discussion? Remember, we have a case in court to do with the Finance Act 2023-2024. The court gave an order stopping the operationalization of that finance bill. Ruto signed, and as we're speaking now, EPRA went against the court order. They defied a court order and they increased the fuel price by 13 shillings, making it 16% from 8%. Ruto has a plan to divert the attention of Kenyans rather than focusing on why they are on the street demonstrating, to now start thinking of other unrealistic things. Divert the attention. That's what he is doing. Because people are talking about, why are you disrespecting court order? They are asking, why did you instruct EPRA to go ahead through the MD Kipto to increase the price of fuel? Kenyans are aware that Ruto is now a president who will never respect a court order. He does not have any respect for judiciary, for that matter. That was the discussion. The discussion we have is that we don't like the 2023 financial bill because it never took the views of Kenyans who believed that 16% is too huge public participation. They wanted it 8 or something close to that. But he moved without taking their view, which was 70%, and he moved with 30% and increased to 16%. So he disregarded the public participation. He never took Kenyans' views on the matter of finance bill. So he disrespected the Constitution of Kenya, which says if there is anything that is touching on people, it should be involved in what we refer to as public participation. Let the bill come to the National Assembly. Let the National Assembly take the bill to the people. Let the people discuss the bill, then bring it back with the views of the people. And then through the National Assembly, pass it. They disregarded that. So you want to divert the attention of Kenyans on the finance bill and on the matter in the court. Lastly, Ruto is looking for sympathy. Once you start bringing such allegations, then you look like you are being, you are being horned. So you are under siege. So it's like someone, you have enemies. So because of all this, you are looking for sympathy so that there will be people who are going to sympathize with your situation rather than focusing on serious matters on how you are dealing with them mercilessly. And atafuta sympathy si kitu ingine. But Kenyans are all aware of all these things. They are saying no. So without wasting time, I want to use the remaining time to bring the views from Kenyans on this punchline. But again, before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. And by the way, let me also use this opportunity to thank everyone on this channel who has now super chatted us. I have seen people have now realized that tool of super chatting and they are using it. They are giving, not super chat, a super thank. Sorry for that. People have realized that there is a super thanks tool. It is there with love. You touch on it, maybe you will need to give some few coins and you give a super thank just to appreciate the work we are doing here. I want to thank everyone who has done that and those who are wishing to do so. Na wale pia wa M-Pesa na wale pia wa membership. May good God bless you. Let us go to the views from Kenyans, what they are saying to William Ruto. Makueni. Kenyan eyes are fixed on the cost of living, no matter how many attempt to divert them to Raila and Uhuru. Danson Wamburu. You know where Raila and Uhuru lives. Stop the roadside declaration and proceed to arrest them. Mdomo mingi act bure kabisa. Julishwa. Uhuru handed over power when he had the means to not do so, but the pathological liar is still telling Raila Uhuru want to overthrow him using Raila after handing over power to him. DK, don't try to divert from the main issue, cost of living and the finance bill. True. Gerard Mativa, recall Finance Act 2023 and you will survive. Good one. Mwalimu Njoroge, we are also aware of a plan to reduce the cost of LPG. We are aware of a plan to bring the dollar to 120. A plan to build Camarine Stadium, which is historic. A plan to plan. Kenyans knows William Ruto. Thank you for that. Larry Shikoli. I wish Ruto could just keep quiet and work silently. He is exposing himself so much. True. Ready? This dude is lying using the name of Raila. Those who will topple him are the hustlers. He too. If he doesn't get that plan he promised to have by them, those who took him to State House will remove him. It's that simple, or rather that complicated. Nerik, if there is one thing I wish William Ruto and the KK can learn from Let Kibaki leadership, work in silence, speak when it's about absolutely necessary. Diana, Mr. Lice, why does he look for sympathy always? Kenyan philosopher, date ni Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Hiyo ni siku ya maandamano, wanamkumbusha Ruto. Akuku Jr. William Ruto, it is the game telling us what you can do but won't do, cause at the end of the day you all live in a glass house and no one is ready to throw a stone. Very true. Ruto na Raila wanaishi kwa glass house. Arab Kobe, our tongue-talking, Bible-quoting president is disobeying court order on Finance Act 2023. Good one, mwambie. Okay, E&J Group of Company. Mtu wa kuweka Biblia chini na hakuna kitu utafanya. He should ask Museveni why opposition are alive. Okay? Jack, this guy should be deposed, declared insane and locked up. Atolewa mamlakani. Okay, those are views from Kenyans. That's what they're telling William Samoei Ruto. Imagine if I could have picked this story from one of the bloggers who are in line with Azimio. It could have meant that those are mostly Azimio people who are saying this. I picked it from KBC, channel number 1, where there is no Azimio, there is no Kenya Kwanza. There's just Kenyans from both Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. I was not selecting which view to read and which one to leave. This is, if you go there, you will find these comments like that. So it tells you this is what Kenyans see and this is what they know William Ruto for. Indeed, this is the reality. So Ruto, if you think he can divert attention of Kenyans and bring other things, that is something that will never work. Atafuta kitu kingine ya kuambia wa Kenya, lakini hii mambo mengine yote ina propaganda. Kenyans have refused to buy into propaganda. They know exactly their focus is on finance bill. Their focus is on the case that is in the court. Their focus is on William Samoei Ruto, who is disobeying a court order.